Hello my beautiful Aries, thank you so much for joining me for your May reading with Lorien. It's an absolute pleasure to do these readings for you. I am sorry this is slightly delayed from before, but still before May, because I had an injury, I don't know whether you can see, to my thumb, which is all bruised and the swelling's only just gone down, so I apologise for that. And basically it was an issue with my cat. Dog chased my cat panicked in my arms, thumb bitten to death. So don't worry, it's fine now. I've got antibiotics and everything, but it is a little bit black and blue. So if I'm a bit stiff with the cards, please, I do apologise. But we're going to be using the Druidcraft Tarot deck and the Earth Magic Oracle deck, because the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck is downstairs where I've been doing my Skype readings. So I apologise that you have a different set of cards again from the rest. But to be honest, I feel like these wanted to come back out, so we'll see what they have to say for you guys this month. Alright, and if you do want to look at your sun, moon and rising sign, I would recommend doing that. Whoa, okay, so you want to come out immediately. If you also want a reading from myself, like I say, I do Skype readings. They're all down below though, in the link to the description, in the description box to my website. One day I'll be able to form a cohesive sentence. Alright, let's have a look and see what's coming forwards now for you. I reckon this is good. Okay. Alright, nice. Five of Pentacles. I don't do reversals, so if you wonder why I turn it around, I just don't do reversals. Prince of Pentacles. Ooh, Ace of Cups. And the Six of Swords. And at the bottom you have the Eight of Cups. Intriguing. Okay. There is a sense of accomplishment here, actually, Aries. It does feel like there's a sense of you're lifting up in energy. You may not seem it from this card, but it does feel like you're actually overcoming some past disappointments and maybe finally letting things go that maybe you had a loss or a regret before and you're feeling a little bit like, oh, why did it have to work out that way? But your insecurity is actually just coming forwards as you recognizing it as insecurity. It's nothing to do with you. And for those of you who it was about a relationship in particular, it's not you, it is them. I can confirm that right now. It is not you, it is them. It's something to do with how they are behaving in this life, and I don't think it's really ready. So just take the experience and move forward. They are very much pointing me towards this one because it's all about your throat chakra, which is the blue, and your solar plexus, because here we've got the similar things as well. But I also feel like this is to do with your heart chakra because it's a more greeny. Either way, it's about your self-esteem. Do not allow your self-esteem to be broken just because of somebody else. This is a big message that's coming through for, I feel, a lot of Aries. Some of you it's to do with motherhood, other people it's to do with a potential relationship, others it's to do with your personal beliefs and values that have been questioned by friends and things like that. It's not you, it is them. They don't understand, or they can't come forwards emotionally, or it's just not going to work out, but you'll still move forwards from the experience. With your experience, you're not just going to kind of shake it off and leave it to one side. I do feel like there's more things coming forwards for you that you may have turned a blind eye to before because you were so preoccupied with the issues of these people placed upon you. So I don't think that there's anything that you need to really worry about there. However, we do have the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, or the Prince in this deck. So the Queen is mostly, when she comes forwards to me, something about the houses, changing the way your house looks or feels, cleansing it, redoing the house, starting something new with it, but it's basically, I think, a redo of your home environment. I feel like you want to be very down to earth. You're going to be feeling quite protective this month. Maybe the fact that you're a little bit of a mama bear to people, or you're taken under your wing and you're like, no, I want this to be done. And then we have the Prince of Pentacles here that seems to come forward with a very smooth motion. So it's about routine, being very efficient. So if you are doing any any home improvements, you're going to have them done probably on a schedule. Or if you are kind of teaching somebody, building up somebody's confidence as well as your own, I think it's going to be the same kind of dedicated step-by-step process. You are connected to someone this month, I think, through your efforts and through your continuous movements. I mean, you've got snowdrops here, so I would say that this is the right time. We've still got snowdrops where I am because it can't decide whether it's still winter or spring. I think nature's very, very confused right now. So I think that there's a lot of things coming forwards that you'll probably be able to put to one side and others you'll be able to take up and run with. So it's basically going to be a case of progression or regression, and I think you'll always choose to move forwards rather than kind of take a back seat, you know what I mean? You'll never really want to stay where you are because that's boring. What you'll probably want to do is move forwards and be that kind of mature person. Because I do think, especially with this, we have the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups. Now the Six of Cups is more to do with nostalgia, so maybe you're looking back and thinking, oh, what was it like before, and it reminded me of this, and it was so nice before, and blah blah blah. But to be honest, I think you can get stuck sometimes in how it was and hung up on when there was more potential, or when it was nice, or when it was easier to deal with and stuff like that. So in this instance, I would say that there's a lot of things coming forwards for you to kind of say, well, yeah, that was before, now is now. Now I need to move forwards. And this will actually give you the Ace of Cups connection. So this is compassion and intimacy, but mostly compassion for yourself. I would say you're going to have this effortless ease where you're just flowing with the emotions. And to be honest, it may be towards the end of the month because of the new moon coming through here. So it could be to do with that, or the waning moon. Sorry, it could be to do with that. But I do feel like it's a new beginning anyway. It's going to be something that you're actually having the attraction to, a new path, if it's not a new person. So it's going to be this, I want this way, I want to go this way, and I want my personal vision to be coincided with this way. Or, I don't mind what happened before, I'm just going to go forwards, and yeah, it was nice, but now I need to go away. And I think it's the same with this. It could be seen as, yeah, things were fine, yeah, but I'm moving forwards now. So I think there's a definite push towards a new direction. Oh, and then at the bottom we have the Eight of Cups. Oh yeah, I forgot this one. So yeah, this is basically escapism, and maybe something that you put in a lot of effort to, and something that you really, really dedicated your time to. You're kind of disappointed now. You're kind of like, Maybe it's because of disappointment that you're abandoning it, or maybe you think, okay, I've outgrown this now, I'm going to put all my ducks in a row and then move on. If you're not turning your back on it, that's what I want to say. You're not turning your back on these people or this person or the situation. You're not doing that. You're just moving forward. You're growing. You're allowing yourself to expand and experience life at the normal rate everybody else is. And I think that it's kind of taking your cue from the universe just to say, I'm good. I'm going. It's fine. So I think it's just you being able to kind of commit to yourself that I'm not messing up here. I'm not, making this out to be big when I should be taking it slow or anything. It's just kind of saying, I kind of feel that this is the right time to move on. And then you move on. Whatever that means to you, your soul purpose comes through and you move on to the next stage, whatever and however that means for you. And then we have hello. Okay. Perspective. So this is kind of cool, actually. So when you put things into a big picture, like the universe at large and all that kind of stuff, we are a dot. We are a dot on a dot amongst other dots in a spiral of dots in one of maybe 10,000 other dots. It's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? And that's in the local area, if you're thinking about local. So to put it in perspective, it's kind of like, I think what you need to view some things as is, this is a dot, and I'm going to go to the next dot. because that is not defining who I am. And it's just kind of putting things into perspective. A lot of people, when they say they're too immersed in it, I always advise them to rise up and look as if they are viewing it from the clouds, and this is a stage. So if you look and you're up in the clouds and you look at yourself as a player and other people and look at it that way and you remove yourself, you'll probably see it a lot clearer than if you're in amongst it. And sometimes you can do a meditation that way, which will help you see what you need to do. But this, I think you just need some perspective. You know, again, it's not you, it is them. I think you're moving forwards and it just needs that little bit of extra newness for you. But do let me know in the comments below how things go for you, my lovely Aries. I do wish you all the very best. Again, if you want a Skype reading with me or just a reading that's video or whatever, the link to my website is in the description box below. And I do, of course, look forward to reading for you guys very soon. But I just hope that, you know, may kind of brings some good news for you and kind of makes you see that you are up to the challenge and surpass it. But do take care, and I look forward to speaking to you very soon.